If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I believe that TS11, 12, and 13 are part of a trilogy, and I made a few videos trying to explain my point of view and everything else, but I wanted to try to make the entire trilogy view in one video, so this is gonna be it. Let's go. So I started my theory by noticing how every single album from 1 to 10 is basically like one word. You know, we got Midnights, we got Evermore, Folklore, Lover. It's very short. And then all of a sudden we got The Torture Poets Department and The Life of a Showgirl, which are very peculiar names that it's like, almost makes me feel that they are connected somehow because they are so similar and yet so different from everything else. This makes me feel like they are part of something. And each of those are very like cohesive and theme focused. So it started to make me think, if The Torture Poets Department and The Life of a Showgirl are connected, then for sure the next album is also gonna be the something. So I started to look back if Taylor has been like Easter egging about threes, and I noticed a pattern right away. If you guys go here, you'll see that Taylor released 3 playlists right before midnight called Quill Pen Songs, the Fountain Pen Songs, and the Glitter Gel Pen Songs. If you look at the messages of what Taylor was saying when she released those playlists, you're gonna see a pattern.
Hey Apple Music, you have found my Glitter Gel Pen playlist. These are songs with lyrics that make you want to dance, sing, and toss glitter around the room. They remind you not to take yourself
Like
too
The Life of a
seriously, which is
Showgirl.
something we welcome to my Quill Pen playlist. Quill Pen songs are songs with lyrics that make you feel all old-fashioned, like you're a 19th century poet crafting your next sonnet by candlelight.
19th century poet, so like the torture poet. So we see a pattern here. And she talks about the fountain pen playlist where it's like all too well and where most of her songs fall into. So it makes me think that TS13 is planned to be that girl, you know, like the biggest album of her career. It's TS13, so it has to be. So the threes kept coming in these very same patterns over and over and over again. When we look at the Anti-Hero music video, we see that there are 3 Taylors. There's the sad Torture Poet Taylor, there's the Glitter Gel Pen Playlist Showgirl Taylor, and there's Giant Taylor, which we don't know who she is yet, but we believe that it's the Fountain Pen playlist where most of her songs fall into. Because they show up in order, I also feel like it's an Easter egg of the order of the albums, and we can kind of confirm that already. Then Giant Taylor gets pierced through the heart and it's not killed. I believe that there's gonna be a Phoenix theme. We're gonna go back to that later. And when The Torture Poets was released, we saw the Error 321. So again, threes. In The Torture Poets department, we also get 3 characters. We get Clara Bow, who is our torture poet archetype. We got Stevie Nicks, and in the song she literally says, "Crowd goes wild at her fingertips," as in a showgirl. And then we have Taylor Swift herself in the song. She names 3 people. And in The Life of a Showgirl, we also get 3 characters inside the album. So we have Ophelia, who would fit the torture poet. We have Kitty in the last song, which is our showgirl, obviously. And we have Elizabeth Taylor, which is our Giant Taylor in the Anti-Hero music video. Also, something that is very interesting is that Elizabeth Taylor was an actress in a movie called Giant. Giant Taylor? Elizabeth Taylor? So the numerology for this is also very interesting because Torture Poets was released in 24, Showgirl in 25. This is probably going to be 26 because it's 11, 12, 13 in 24, 25, 26, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also, if you subtract the number of the album and the year, all of them will be 13. The double exit signs, I see a lot of people very confused about it. And for me, it's obvious that we had the Torture Poets department that had 1 orange door exit. So we already know that the orange door exit was for the Showgirl album. And now we have a double exit, which is the final exit for the trilogy. And we start to see a lot of like fire stuff, right? Fire exit and all of these things, but I'm gonna go back to the fire later. If we go back to Error 321 and we look at the Eras tour dates as if they were like 321, we see that Texas and Florida are the only states mentioned in the Torture Poets department. And also these shows in between the states are 2 weeks apart, so a fortnight. Then the second show is Las Vegas. Las Vegas is associated with showgirls. And the first show is Glendale, Arizona. Where is Glendale? Phoenix. All of the orange birds that we kept seeing, you know, like we see here Taylor locked in a cage as an orange bird. Could that be a phoenix? We keep seeing these patterns, and we see like orange birds flying 3 times in the Fate of Ophelia music video. So we see in the beginning of the music video, and in the very end we see this orange bird flying away. What is this orange bird? Could it mean a phoenix? In the song You're Losing Me, she refers to herself as a phoenix. I'm getting tired even for a phoenix, always rising from the ashes, mending all my gashes. Again, you know, like she keeps setting things on fire. In the beginning of the Ophelia music video, she literally throws fire and she says that in the lyrics. We have the matches, and every single The Life of a Showgirl vinyl looks like a box of matches. You see? Like the matches over here. Also, I don't understand why to not use just the orange emoji to promote this album. Instead, she's been using a red heart emoji with fire, so a burning heart emoji. But like, why the fire all the time? If you look at the Anti-Hero music video, she gets pierced through the heart and it's not killed. So like, there's these references about immortality. We even get this in the song The Life of a Showgirl, I'm immortal now, baby dolls. Couldn't die even if I try. Here in the Fate of Ophelia, you see that her heart is like pierced through like a bunch of blades. She's not dead. In fact, she's here serving cunt, looking fire. Like, this is giving Phoenix to me. Like, you can try to kill her, but she will never die. Fires, we have been seeing them since like the Eras tour, because she literally light up a match and set the whole Lover House on fire. And guess who burns inside the Lover House with it? Our Phoenix, our showgirl. This is basically the entirety of my theory about why I think like TS13 is gonna be a trilogy with TS12 and TS11. That's why I think we don't have a tour yet. She's only gonna tour the trilogy albums. And also, that's why I think like that the critics' reviews have been so bad for the Torture Poets department and for The Life of a Showgirl, because I think that TS13, 12, and 11 were meant to be seen as part of one thing. And I think we don't have that big picture yet. I think Taylor is very well focused on leaving a legacy, and I think that that's why like maybe we're only gonna realize the meaning of each album in the future, because in hindsight we don't have the context of TS13 yet to know the value of these 3 albums together. If you like this theory, please like this video, share it, and don't forget to follow me for more.